I feel terrible because we talk a fair amount about soccer. You're a Liverpool fan, and I know you've talked about this and how heartbreaking it is. You were basically on your way to your first Premier League title. And I feel like a jinx because I waited and waited and waited until it seemed like it was the safest, most so locked up, and I feel like I blew it for you.
It's not just that they were so close to winning it. It's also they were winning it so beautifully, so convincingly, and it felt like nothing could stop them. Now you think short of a global pandemic, but a global pandemic, is a hell of an opponent. And it turns out it really shuts some down.
Yeah, It is not the thing I am saddest about, but I want you to know I'd save a little piece of sadness for it.
I appreciate that. It's just they deserve it so much. And obviously, when you inject just a modicum of perspective, it doesn't matter. It will never matter. But as a sports fan, perspective doesn't come naturally, does it?
No.
You have to really convince yourself this doesn't matter. This is just adults playing a game. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Nothing. I should not be more upset about this than I am about other things in my life. However, I remember. Do you remember that World Cup game?
Yeah.
You didn't find. I remember your instinctive reaction after realizing that Holland had just been knocked out was to say, "I love my wife. My brother's my best." Not like you felt it, more like I need to walk myself back through this. And boy, did I identify with that. I've got to go through the checklist here to get myself back into being a rational, functioning human being.
But that is the joy of it. I think the only reason to like sports is to give yourself a thing where you check rationale at the door.
That's the beauty of escapism, right? You think you can't possibly. I'm a relatively balanced human being. Even that coming out, that sounds wrong. But I can kind of talk to anybody, but I cannot talk to athletes. I can't. I have nothing in common. They still have a godlike. I went to see Liverpool just when they did a pre-season game just before this season, and I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it at all. I went down to the dressing room, and they were all coming out. Klopp came out, and I couldn't say anything to him. I tried to talk to Jordan Henderson for a bit, didn't really work. And then, but this is true. I can't remember if I told you this. Virgil van Dijk walked out, and he looked at me and he said, "Zazu." I went, "What? What are you talking about?" He went, "Oh, Zazu, I love The Lion King." And I said, "You don't have any children," which is not information that as a stranger I should be like throwing in his face. He went, "No, I just like The Lion King. I just recognized you as Zazu." So, it was. I guess that was good. It was a connection of sorts. It gave us something to talk about.
So you're saying that not a single person on the Liverpool squad complimented you for your deep dives on, say, voting rights? Not one. Just Zazu.
I mean, honestly, when Adam Lallana walked out, I thought he was about to say something about gerrymandering, but then I don't know. He just... I think he wanted to talk about watches instead.